Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're about to view new 15 amazing upcoming unique Unreal Engine 5 games 2023 and beyond for multiple consoles. Are y'all ready to watch this? Cause I'm ready to see it. I think only one game in this video should be something we already saw as far as from what I previewed, but everything else, let's see what they got to offer. Bro, was that an alien? Ah man, I can't wait to see this.
New Berlin, 2087. They're all fighting to take control over the city.
2087.
Inside the New Berlin Wall, the corporations control everything. The elites live in luxury.
Elysium Game Studios just revealed another new trailer for New Berlin 2087. A game I've mentioned earlier in the month. This is a first and third person Unreal Engine 5 semi-open world shooter next generation exclusive. Formerly we actually had a story trailer just introducing the IP, and now some finally in-game footage. The story here is about some cyberpunk realm version of Earth in which you play as a detective. Check it out. Game's releasing early to mid for PCs and the PlayStation 5 only.
Whoever's responsible doesn't want this to be solved. I'm being followed, targeted. The truth is always a threat when corruption is in control. Maybe I can stop this city from falling into chaos.
It's a detective. This sounds pretty good. It's a good detective game. I might have to get this one. They won't remaster True Crime Streets of LA. Ooh, cloaking. That looks crazy. Looks pretty interesting, right? I know, for some reason the graphics look kind of low. Looks like I'm watching it like 240 sometimes. 240p. What is this? Oh, whoa. Okay. I can see myself playing something like this after playing Final Fantasy 16.
Game Science just went on and launched the official Steam page for Black Myth WuKong, finally. That's an action RPG hack and slasher based on the Chinese literature story Journey to the West, in which you play as the son WuKong himself, which is also known as the Monkey King. Nothing big in terms of update or news. We just learned the game will be coming over to the cloud gaming service as well, PCs, and the next generation of consoles on the third quarter of 2024.
Oh, he just stood on the stick. Well, not a stick, it's a weapon. Bro, be feeling like, I'm watching in 4K, or I'm in 1080p, right? Alright. Bro. I swear it feels low.
正是他，这般妖物诡状异形，我得带回馆内好生琢磨一番。
Some story.
小技师，你我相识一场也是难得，
I don't understand
不
what
如
they're
再
saying,
帮
but
我一回，将猴头留下，
we're here for the gameplay.
我好与师傅交差。
Man just made a sword out of nothing. Did he deal that much damage?
野马跳涧，
Oh, have to heal. Oh, nah, he's doing that much damage. Delta Force.
Now, a quick
Oh
mention over
my
here, this is
gosh,
kind of
the
like a
graphics.
30-second trailer. Teamy Studios just showcased a new entry in the old voxel-based military shooter, Delta Force, going by the name Hawk Ops. The game apparently has been in the making for over 3 years, and it's coming to PCs, PlayStation consoles, and Xbox Series X as well.
Wow, he said 30 seconds, so it's gonna be kind of quick.
Recon arrow out.
Recon arrow. Ah, that was a good transition, wasn't it? Ooh. Looks like some Battlefield action. Yeah, that looks pretty good. 911.
But I will not give up. Whenever I am called to duty.
Come November 3 this year, I think we can
Quantum
finally have hands on Quantum Era, one of, if not the most awaited survival horror games of the past few years, that was actually scratched from the ground up more than twice to be made with a better engine. In fact, it's now being made with Unreal Engine 5. The game is no longer a PlayStation 5 exclusive, it's now coming to PCs, Xbox Series X, and even the PlayStation 4. To accompany the good news, we got some new footage as well.
And please help me to put every fire out.
Jacob, if this facility, tech, that artifact gets into the wrong hands, there may not be anyone left to save.
But some of the character models are not drawn in. That's kind of interesting, right?
The fireman mocks my powers.
Okay. Interesting. See, what is this? Looks good so far.
Tell of their laughter, their struggles, their glory.
Titan Quest is now getting a long-awaited sequel, mixing the ARPG formula that it always did offer with Greek mythology, as it was the case too, but using Unreal Engine 5 this time around. A new entry going by the name simply Titan Quest 2. See, about a week ago actually, THQ Nordic came out with the announcement, mix of both cinematic and gameplay, promise a much larger character customization options, new classes, and more varied multiplayer. Much more.
Nice horse, you know? What is that? Oh, man.
Their ambition
Crazy.
angered the goddess.
Well, everybody done died. I see.
Retribution. Show them no mercy.
The light. The light is darkness, apparently.
Staining their strands with darkness.
Everyone that can
Alright.
fight
A little
already
cinematics trailer.
and we're still losing.
Oh, she looks good.
Ahead of its release of August 22nd this year, Immortals of
This
Aveum, which
Already
has
seen
been one of the most talked about games out of EA Games, just got a new trailer featuring almost
already
everything
out,
you just need to know about the new game. A reconfirmation that the game is now a PC to next generation console exclusive. Immortals of Aveum is, I've mentioned before, a first-person fantasy or magic shooter in which you play the role of a pro mage tasked with restoring order and stop a tyrant or tyranny. Check it out.
I don't even know if I'm gonna get it. There's too many games coming out, so like some of these games are taking a back seat now. Yeah, it's already out. It's the 22nd for me now.
Revealed almost a year ago to this very day, not even on YouTube. I doubt most of you have been familiar with this one if you missed out on my previous videos, even though I did mention it. Number 7, we have a rather Tomb Raider game or a project heavily inspired by that out of China with over $50 million of funds called The Grass of Genesis. Grass of Genesis has been in the making for over 4 years. This game is coming to PCs, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X only at some point next year.
Some point next year, okay. I mean, it looks pretty interesting. Female character almost can sign me up on all of those.
What's a turtle?
This gameplay looks interesting, doesn't it? It's like she's doing a takedown. boy got a flaming shotty. Now she got it. Well, what an interesting way to reload it. Type of like the enemies are just spawning just to spawn, huh? Interesting takedowns though.
Coming as another work of China Heroes project, just like the game Lost Soul Aside, which we're going to mention in a minute. We've got over here another Souls-like action RPG in the making, although this was just revealed through the China showcase, a game called Daba, Land of Water Scar. Weird name, but this game tells the story of a humanoid clay puppet set on a period where the world is on the verge of collapse. Anyway, here's some more in-game footage, story. The game is now coming to the PCs only.
PC only, huh? Interesting. Looks like it's so easy to parry. Oh my gosh. Even these strikes looks easy to parry. Kind of interesting, right? What the hell is this? Looks crazy. Wow. The walk. Walking right into the gameplay.
So this has been a thing since the dawn of PlayStation 5. Number 9, in case you missed it, we've got over here the much awaited Lost Soul Aside. An action hack and slash RPG, PC to PlayStation 5 exclusive, that's been in the works for almost 5 years already. That's almost as old as I started just working on YouTube. Sony Interactive just came out with more than like 20 minutes of gameplay for it. They said the game's releasing in the first quarter of 2024.
Yeah, this looks like something good to play right here. What the heck? Look at that. Wow. Transformed into that? Okay. They're fighting water. Okay. Dissolved into water.
Located halfway between a solo narrative game and an open world PvP, the oppressive atmosphere of the remnants of the old world and the former civilization is at the heart of the game.
Moving on, we've got over here Rooted. I mentioned that a couple of weeks ago. This is a survival almost cloned off of the Last of Us games, but it's going to be using Unreal Engine 5. Games set on a post-apocalyptic version of Earth set about 80 years into the future, where you are one of the few survivors left to progress and adapt through the new world. Rooted is still in its very early stages of development apparently. The game is set to be coming to PCs only in about a year or two.
It's not at all representative of the final result of the game.
Yeah,
we offer it this early out
like
of
this.
respect for the founders who founded the game via Kickstarter and our website, and to get feedback as quickly as possible on the core features of the game in order to have the most stable foundations possible for the future.
Death, Lady of Men, Lady of the true faith and of the true path of those who breathe, hear my clamor.
DeathBound was aired about 2 weeks ago, and ever since it's been taking a lot of attention on IGN. This game, if you missed out on, is an action RPG hack and slasher. It is not Diablo since it's not a top-down in gameplay, but a third-person player, and quite a bit like a bunch of other games we've had earlier this year. Here's a trailer we got from its publishers, which are by the way the same folks who brought Cowboy Games around. Remake. Game is now coming to PCs only next year.
It's crazy how those transforming to other.
O Lady, I beg of thee, give us thine protection today, that we might make thee an offer of 1,000 infidels cut down by our swords.
Wow.
Postpone today our inevitable end, so that our life becomes an instrument of death. By the breath, by the war, by the peace.
announced maybe 3 years ago to this very day, initially, even though remained silent for like a whole year until the official announcement was made in IGN. Number 12, we have one of the most anticipated yet off-the-radar projects, continuing the Swordsman series of games going by the name Love, the Story of Ziyun Lu. It's a Souls-like hack-and-slash RPG, quite a bit like the upcoming Black Myth WuKong. It's a PC, the PlayStation 5 exclusive, and said to be coming out next year.
Well then, okay. I didn't see that part coming. I thought he was gonna run on the side of it. I've been playing. I'm telling you, Final Fantasy 16 just ran on the side. Like that's what you're supposed to do. Wow, what a jump! Twisting in the air jump. Oh man. Chinese got some good games coming. Let's see. Well then. Oh, look at this. Up the intensity real quick. Wow. That was pretty cool, I ain't gonna lie. I upgraded the intensity mad quick. Oh, this is like the forest.
Coming as the first work of a one-man developer.
No,
Number 13, we have Parasites, The Parasites. This is an open-world survival horror game set in an abandoned corner of Earth where, after the fall of a giant meteorite, a huge area has been evacuated by the government, although this area has been populated by a small team. And you happen to be one of the lucky survivors, and you're gonna have to see something like the movie The Hills Have Eyes. Anyway, the game's coming to PCs only sometime later this year. You can actually play it through a demo already.
Looks pretty good. Pretty good for a survival horror game. Oh, bro has 6 arms. Yep. Hopefully it's multiplayer. It looks like multiplayer. That was good work with the music. Damn. Getting assault rifles in this bad boy, that's crazy. It's got an assault rifle, a bow and arrow, a hat, an axe, everything. But now, practically.
During Annapurna Interactive's showcase about a couple months ago, we got words that these folks are making a Blade Runner game entitled Blade Runner 2033 Labyrinth. Nothing much, just a cinematic, maybe hints of gameplay here. All we know is the game is coming to the PCs in both generation of consoles early next year. It actually takes place in a dystopian LA after the blackout between the original Blade Runner and the sequel Blade Runner 2049.
In the land of the dead.
So this is gonna be interesting to watch.
Oh, don't be afraid, Sean.
And last but not least, we have over here a first-person shooter multiplayer horror game called Bornless. I've mentioned it a few days ago. It's a brand new game from a brand new company, quite a bit inspired by games like Dead by Daylight, set about 200 years into the past with a premise like the movie Mist, where some sort of portal's been opened somewhere on Earth, and through it has been coming demonic beings from another realm. Check it out. Game's set to be coming to PCs only early next year.
Okay. Our volume's up. It's just this game is low. Holy crap. America, no. Man. Bornless, huh? Alright. That is it. That's everything. That's pretty. Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, that's some stuff to look forward to. Some interesting games, some unique games. Cool. We got a good amount of arsenal coming in this year and next year and beyond, you know? Cool. Man, gotta grind, bro. We gotta grind, man, so we could play all these games we want to play. Hope you guys enjoy it as much as I enjoy these games. What I like to play. I'm out. Peace.